Brow. What's going in? I feel like I'm not centered enough. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. A little bit more centering right there. Perfecto. Perfecto. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Let me make sure my mic sounds good. Make sure my mic levels are well. And let's get a couple of things handled. You know what I mean? Big salute to the whole comment gang strong. A couple things that I forgot when we were doing our episode this week. You know what I mean? Big salute to Dusty Wallace. Always holding us down over here. You know what I'm saying? AKA the Scary Potter. But let's get a crack-a-lack in here. Let's get a nice audience here. I'm going to go on Instagram quick fast. I'll do the We Love Hip Hop page. That's what I'll go. And let them know that we over here. Let's see what's going on over here in the chat. Big salute to Jork putting it down yesterday over at the Song Clash for Cash. Big salute to H.H. Chase. He took home the cash last night. You know what I'm saying? He took home all the money, the 15 hundo. All right. Big salute to JD Era putting that event together. That was very, very dope. Yeah, man, just competition. Just seeing mans out there doing their thing and gal them. You know what I'm saying? It was a really, really dope show over at the Cathedral. But yeah, H.H. Chase, he took home the money, $1,500 plus he gets another interview with the We Love Hip Hop podcast, as well as artwork from Original Tone, a studio session over at Up North Studios, and a video by Sunny Visuals. So salute to him. Salute to everybody in the comment gang over here on Instagram. We're on YouTube Live right now. Let me write that in the chat right here. YouTube Live. 1 second. The spell check's acting crazy. Live. All right. Tap in. Couple things that I forgot to talk about when we were doing the episode that's going to be dropping this Monday. All right. Look out for that new episode of the We Love Hip Hop podcast. Salute to Dusty Wallace. We talked about a lot of things on that episode right there. You know what I'm saying? And make sure to subscribe or follow us on Rumble. Okay. Because some of those topics that we're talking about there, and I want to fix my camera here, make sure the camera is a little bit better. For the people on Instagram, pop up. We're on YouTube right now. Let me fix my camera. Better. A little bit better. There we go. Better. Yeah. Very dope event last night, yo. But yeah, a few things that I want to discuss. Gunna, you ain't escaped, fam. You have not escaped. I was driving on the way back to the Casa yesterday, and I was thinking to myself, damn, we forgot to talk about Gunna, aka Wanna, and the new tune that he dropped. You know what I'm saying? Man's talking spicy. So we definitely got to bring that up. We'll go through some of these bars, see what Wanna is saying. And for the people on Instagram right now, tap into the youtube.com/We Love Hip Hop Network. Nigga, we offer this. But we on this, all right? Don't worry about them people on Instagram, man. They're fair weather friends, as we call them. You know what I'm saying? It's the real people over here on YouTube that I mess with. Salute to Jorka once again. Easy Fecta. Michael Asante. Walker. Forker Light or Fucker Life. That's a crazy name. Yeah, they put him on medium security. You're talking about the title of this video right here. Do you know who Paul Bernardo is? Or who is Paul Bernardo? Okay. So let me see here. I got a list of things. And I was like I was saying, I was on the way back to the crib and I was thinking to myself, damn, can't believe I forgot about Gunna, aka Gunna. Right? Can't let that one slip through the cracks. That's big news right there. You know what I'm saying? So once again, before we even get into this, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Okay. Hit the notification bell. All right. Make sure the notification bell is notifications to all. All right. And then make sure the notifications on your app, on your YouTube app are on. All right. So that you know that we're dropping these live as well as other content. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we drop bear content every single day. So you want to make sure the notification bells are on for when that happens. But Gunna, aka Gunna, and I'll pull up. Let me see what Gunna's Instagram is saying still. Let's see what he's been saying on Instagram, because Gunna recently dropped a tune. He's responding to a lot of people. Apparently, a lot of people are thinking that he was getting at Lil Baby on the tune. He jumped in Academics' comments to say that was Capola. Let's see here. I'm going to pull up Gunna's Instagram here on the screen behind us. You know what I'm saying? And we'll go through some of these bars, break down some of these bars. But like I said, I was like, damn. I know Dusty probably has a hot take on this. I was really meaning to talk about this with him. I had it on the list too. But we did a 2-hour episode yesterday. We talked about a lot of stuff. Some of the stuff is not going to be on the YouTube part of the episode. It's going to be only available on Rumble. All right? Like I'm talking about the relationship between China and Africa. Like real topics that sometimes can be a little bit sensitive for YouTube. It's over on Rumble. All right? But I'm over here on Gunna's page, aka Gunna. What's going on here? Is this a recent post? This is from 20 weeks ago. So this is before everything went down. This is how man was living. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, you have a non-music related question? Ask it. I'm down for any questions. You know what I'm saying? Shade in the Six in the building. She says Gunna is living his best life free. Right? Yes, ma'am. Like Gunna would say, yes, ma'am. All right. He's like, I'm off this, yo. Y'all can fight this. One thing, even before I even get into the Gunna song itself, because I know everybody's been on his head top for like calling him a rat, basically, right? They're saying that he's a testifier. Dare I give him the benefit of the doubt that he actually hasn't testified yet? I know he did confirm when the judge was asking him all those different rundown of questions that YSL is a gang. He said, yes, ma'am. I heard him. He said that. Right? But did he actually say that, yo, we did all these crimes? It was him. It was Thugger. Has that actually happened yet? I'm asking a rhetorical question because we've seen it all, right? Unruly Greasy, what's your question, fam? But what are your thoughts on Tuesday binding the Bible? I'm making a Bible teaching making Bible teaching illegal? Ooh, that's a good one. Listen, we'll put that on the Pinterest board. I'll get back to it right after this Wanna Talk right here. Listen, we've been talking about some of these topics on the podcast. Hey, don't get it twisted. We go there. You know what I'm saying? We bring up the sensitive things. It's just that YouTube's not always down for all that talk. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Let's find Gunna's lyrics. Gunna lyrics. Let's find these bars. What's the new song called? Let me find this here on I wish I could play it here on the YouTube, but we're not trying to get copyrighted. No siree, Bob. Let's see. So Gunna has his new song, Bread and Butter. Okay, let's pull up Bread and Butter lyrics. Bread and Butter. And see what the boy Gunna is saying. Is this it here? Holy. Give me a second, gang. I'm gonna find this. 1 second. It's probably on Rap Genius. There we go. Okay, there we go. Keeping it real with niggas, never lied, always stay honest. Love my bros so much, and I never change on him. Peeping shit. Oh yeah, y'all seeing this on the screen? Okay. And salute to internets right there. I see you, family. Peeping shit. I'm seeing niggas fall back. You bitch ass niggas got me at the topic of the chat. You switched on me when you know you in business with a rat. And that boy like your brother, ain't nobody speak on that. The city see it clearly if you had to state a fact. You still fuck with a nigga that done got your partner, heard these niggas talking, only knew him because of slacked. Slacked. Okay? These are the bars in question that everybody's talking about. Now, some people are speculating that he's talking about Lil Baby because of Lil Baby's connection to Coach P. And apparently Coach P lately, you know, there was some stuff coming out about him ratting on some guy that he actually chased with a burner. And Coach P came out to denounce that, say, listen, I'm not on what you little niggas is on, blah, 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 blah. Y'all championing the wrong shit. And he was off of that. What y'all think about this right here? Is Gunna gonna get back accepted into the hip hop community? Like we got 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine has been able to come back. And even though it's not as successful as when he first was back, when he first was on the scene, it's not like nobody's jacking 6ix9ine shit. It's not like he doesn't do sold out stadiums. Josh Tower says it depends on what Thug says. I don't even think so anymore. I just think he just needs a hit, and that you got to keep in mind, this is courtesy of YSL. They still putting it out. So technically, all the stuff that he's saying, like, you know, you guys are still in business with a rat and blah, 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 blah. Technically, YSL is too. If everybody's saying that Gunna's a rat, for them, if Thug is the head of the label, okay, follow me here. If Thug is the head of the label and they release new Gunna music, that means they jacking a rat. You know what I'm saying? By proxy. By default. Right? Because if they weren't messing with him, if they were like, we don't mess with no rats, Rat K, then he wouldn't release any music. I don't care how much money that we're going to be losing. We don't jack rats, bro. We're off of this. Right? So technically, he kind of co-signed him already. You can't have it both ways. Josh Tower says lawyers are expensive, but true. Yeah, you can't have it both ways. You can't be like, oh, yo, we don't mess with rats, but we need to make this money back still. So, let the rat put out music on our label. Huh? So if everybody's waiting for an answer from Thug and them, I think they got it. Nigga got new music. You know what I'm saying? There's the answers to your questions. Thug co-signed it. Okay, I'll put it out there. Let's call it a hot take. Thug has, by default, co-signed Gunna. I'm just saying. Because if he didn't, this new tune would be independently released. Or they would release him from the contract. They'd say, yo, fam, we're not jacking rat. You ratted on Thug. You know what I'm saying? And this, we street niggas. This is the code. So I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to part ways business-wise also, bro. I'm sorry. We can't release your records under YSL, the label. Or is that gonna look kind of funny under the eyes of the law? Because on the flip side now, if you decide, well, I'm not putting out nothing because quote unquote he's a rat. Ratting on what? What is he ratting on? Mr. Jeffrey or whatever his last name is. Because technically, if they didn't do nothing, then he's not ratting. I got a perfect example of it, but of that same situation. There's a difference between a rat and a liar. But I'll keep that one to myself. If you know, you know. But I feel like automatically the fact that this song is out means that Thug has put his cosign on Gunna, aka Wanna, aka the new rat. You know what I'm saying? What do you mean? Oh, entertainment. My bad, entertainment. I'm calling you internets for real. Realist, what does Bernardo have to do with hip hop? I don't know. Nigga used to rap. Did you know that? He was Vanilla Ice before Vanilla Ice, nigga. Or he was kind of after Vanilla Ice. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But yeah, man. I don't want to say salute to Gunna, because listen, I ain't jacking no rats. You know what I'm saying? But apparently, YSL, the label, because they're a label, they're putting out music from rats. I could find. Let me see. I'll pull up the Spotify page, just to bring it home, just so that you guys could know I am not on the Caparoo shit. I only speak the truth. Only speaks the truth. I'm pulling up my Spotify Premium. Okay, Bread and Butter 2023. Should I zoom it in a little bit more? Under exclusive license of Young Stoner Life Records / 300 Entertainment. 2023 Gunna Music LLC. Yeah, that's correct. Check. Right? Problem solved, gang. If Thug co-signs it, listen, isn't the whole thing, if Thug co-signs Gunna, that means he's gone clear. That means we can enjoy Pushin' P and all those songs all over again, right? I don't know, maybe the other broadcasters out there, podcasters didn't make that observation, but that's what I'm here for. Okay? Problem solved. We can continue to listen to Gunna and not feel like we're supporting a rat. Right? Can I get a 1 in the chat if I'm right? A 2 in the chat if I'm wrong about that? Okay? I'll reiterate. The fact that this song is out under Young Stoner Life Records means Thug has co-signed this and we're gone clear to listen to Gunna's music. 1 in the chat if you agree. 2 in the chat if Friday is just tweaking and he is wrong. Rita says 2. I'm tweaking, eh? Holy. What is in that? What are you smoking? I'm just saying, I'm giving you guys options now. Now you can like take it in and say, you know what? This is on Young Stoner Life. Why am I not listening to this new song? Why am I not bumping this in the whip? Don't worry. Now when you're bumping it in the whip and niggas pull up at the light, okay, and you look over, you could roll the window down, turn it up, blast that wanna. Entertainment says 2. But I'm tweaking? What? It says YSL Records right there. They got the call in jail. It said, okay, when is it dropping? Friday night? What is it? June 2nd? When was that? Friday night? So he got the call on Thursday. Maybe even weeks before that. He's talking to his lawyer. What's going on the outside? Well, your co-defendant is dropping a new record. What do you think about that? Let it fly. Put it out. Make sure it's up on the streaming platforms for Friday night immediately. Because I, Young Thug, aka Sex, aka Jeffrey, co-signed this move. Let it go. Make sure it's out by Friday. Right? Salute to peace, love. Road to success. Both 1s in the chat. I might go listen to the Gunna in the car when I get in the car today. Now that I made this realization, I was apprehensive. I'm there listening to it in silent, like, you know what I'm saying? You listening to it by yourself. Damn, man's in the pocket. Oh, shit. Then somebody comes into the crib, you turn it down right away. What you listening to? Nothing. I was just watching YouTube. I wasn't listening to nothing. Right? Your niggas go back through your history, see Gunna, Bread and Butter, Drip Too Hard, Push and P. You were listening to the whole catalog in silent. I'm here to let you know. You don't have to do this in silence anymore. Thug has co-signed it. We can all listen to Gunna publicly and in peace and proudly. It's cool. Is 6ix9ine listening to it? Listen, here's one thing for sure. Nobody co-signed 6ix9ine to say, well, he's not a rat. You know what I'm saying? Treyway wanted him to say it. Right? It's not like he came out still saying Treyway. It's not like Treyway was like, yo, we support him. They were dissing him. Oh, John Crow. Why am I crazy? I think I'm making great points. Ain't nobody was jacking 6ix9ine when he came home. They denounced him. His whole crew. All I've seen since Gunna came home is other niggas in the squad ratting too. So we're acting like Gunna's the only one in the squad. It's obvious that we have a team full of rats. So for them to put out new music from Gunna at this point seems right there in the wheelbox or in their toolbox. or whatever the expression is. But you know what I mean. Right? Ain't nobody else was like, nah. Make sure to put that Treyway stamp on that new 6ix9ine record. Nah, they were like, no, he's not Treyway. He ain't us no more. However, when I'm looking at behind me, it's something that says under exclusive, okay? Not everybody else can have this. Exclusive license to Young Stoner Life Records /300 Entertainment Inc. So I think I got all the answers I need from that. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, I don't want to spend too long on that. But salute to Gunna, man. Welcome home, bro. You know what I'm saying? You pushing P now, bro. Okay. I know that somebody jumped in the chat like, yo, what does this have to do with hip hop? What does it have to do with hip hop? To be honest, fam, there's a lot of stuff that I could talk about in this hip hop game, especially when it comes to this Toronto stuff. And that's cool. This is We Love Hip Hop. I get it. But I'll tell you one thing. There's limitations on what you can do when it comes to talking about specifically Toronto hip hop. And I'll explain before I get into the story. There's a lot of pages that have come up over the years. Not a lot, but there's a few that try to focus strictly on Toronto hip hop. And that's cool. There's a lot of potential and a lot of audience that's inside of the Toronto hip hop niche. All right. You can see right now when you look on the channel for child support, those guys are getting upwards of hundreds of thousands of views covering strictly Toronto stories. Okay. So definitely there's an interest for Toronto stories, Toronto rappers. The scene definitely has eyes on it. And within the scene, there's a lot of audience that can bring you up to 1 million views without even leaving the demographic. Okay? Follow me. But the thing is, the only way that you could maximize that demo is talking about the bacchanal, talking about the drama, talking about the fakari. Right? And even though child support does their thing, they do great journalism, great documentary style videos. It has to be focused on a certain thing, or people are not going to really be jacking it like that. Like, we could talk about a lot of stuff, and I will be bringing up some Toronto topics in this as far as Toronto rappers. Positive things. But that comes with a cost. And that's why a lot of these blogs will post about some of the most negative and the most heinous things that happen in the Toronto rap scene, because that's what's going to get them the clicks. Okay? I'm not even going to say them. That's going to get us, because I'm part of that whole, circle of media and stuff. As they say, if it bleeds, it leads. So I say all that to say, as a network, I feel that we need to introduce topics, always have some of the same topics that we talk about, because that's what the people came here for originally. But broaden the topic base. Talk about new people, talk about people that we might have not discussed before, but you might know who they are, or maybe not. You know what I'm saying? So as a network, as a podcast network, as a news network, media network, just saying, oh, we're only going to talk about what the rappers do is limiting. There's a whole world out there. We were talking about even on the new episode that's dropping tomorrow with the Manosphere and the red pill guys and the blue pill guys, Sneeko, John Zerka, who I bought up last week. I seen that John Zerka video. I clipped that and I put it up on the page, and I could tell in the audience who's part of our clan here, our crew, like the We Love Hip Hop, the Toronto hip hop, or people who love Toronto hip hop, they're just that audience compared to like the Red Pill community audience who were in the comments. The Red Pill community audience was not very fond of the things that I was saying in that video. They were like, yo, let that nigga John Zerka say nigga anytime he wants. You're soft because you're offended by the word nigga. You're soft because you're offended that this non-black man is saying the word. What's wrong with you? That's what I was getting in there. And to me, that was really cool. That to as an observation, to see how people think in different audiences when they tap into videos on this network. Because I know, or I feel like I know how our audience works. But as we expand the channel and the audience, we're going to start to be bringing up different things and getting opinions from different communities. And I like that. So that was my long explanation of why we're going to get into Paul Bernardo. So, Paul Bernardo, for the people who don't know, born here in Toronto, actually in Scarborough. He was a Scarborough man's. And the big news that's going on right now with him is that they moved him from Millhaven Institute over there in Kingston, which is a maximum security prison or a maximum security penitentiary, and they've transferred him over to Quebec to a medium security penitentiary. Now, for the people who don't know, he's been locked up since the 90s or early 2000s. I don't remember the exact date, but we'll find that out because we're gonna take our time and go through this. And there's just an ad loading up in the background right now because I'm pulling up an article here via the Globe and Mail. But for the people who don't know, he was locked up years ago. Him and his ex-girlfriend or ex-wife, Karla Homolka. Those two went on I won't call it a killing spree, but they did take the life of 3 people, one of them being Karla Homolka's little sister. Very, very heinous crime that went down back in the days. They were covering it up for a really long time. And even with this Paul Bernardo guy, he was the Scarborough artist, or I'll say the word rapist, okay? For the people who don't know. That dude was driving around Scarborough, picking up chicks, doing all kind of wild stuff. You know what I'm saying? And from them times, he moved over to Kitchener. And listen, I read the book of this story here. Very intriguing story that I read probably in the early 2000s, okay? Of just exactly how everything went down, all right? The man moved to Kitchener, him and Karla Homolka got married, and he just had some sick, sadistic things that were going on in his head of what he wanted for his birthday, including Karla's little sister. All right? Let me pull up this goofy behind me here so y'all can see who I'm talking about. So, after all of this stuff was found out, they found out about the body, they found out about everything. They locked this guy up, and they had him over at Kingston Pen. Okay, I'll pull up the article here. And for the people who don't know what Kingston Pen is, that's a pen over there in Kingston, obviously. And it's right near all the other penitentiaries, except the difference with the Kingston Pen is it's kind of there for people who are quote unquote incompatibles, right? They can't really have them around other prisoners in the other maximum security prisons. So you put them in a place like the Kingston Pen so, you know, they can stay out of trouble. For the people who don't know also, Karla Homolka, she been home. All right? She got charged with a lesser charge. She didn't get first degree murder, but this guy did. And I'll play some of this thing here. Let me get through this stupid ad first. Jesus Christ. Here we go.
I think the polite term is a monster.
Paul Bernardo's name brings similar reactions from most Canadians. The infamous Scarborough serial killer has been incarcerated in Kingston since 1995, when his indeterminate sentence began for the brutal murders of Leslie Mahaffey and Kristen French. Now, according to multiple sources, Bernardo has left his cell in Millhaven Maximum Security Penitentiary for a medium security facility in Quebec. La Macasa is a short drive from Mont Tremblant in the Laurentian Mountains. The convicted murderer, rapist, and kidnapper was moved.
Yo, look at this guy. Holy. You're looking into the face of a monster right there. Let's continue.
Rapist and kidnapper was moved discreetly on Monday. Tim Danson, the lawyer for the Mahaffey and French families, confirmed by phone that they were informed after the move took place.
Yes, he's been transferred from Millhaven to a medium penitentiary in Quebec.
Bernardo was arrested and convicted in 1995 of kidnapping, torturing, and killing 15-year-old Kristen French and 14-year-old Leslie Mahaffey in the early 1990s near St. Catharines, Ontario. He and his now ex-wife Carla Homolka were also convicted of manslaughter after drugging and sexually assaulting Homolka's younger sister, Tammy, in 1991. Danson says both he and the families were very disappointed to hear of the transfer to a medium security prison.
When you are declared a dangerous offender and separately convicted and sentenced to life for double murders, there's a punishment factor here. And part of that punishment factor is that you're subject to the rules and regulations of a maximum penitentiary.
So far, no reason has been given for the move, but La Macasa is described by corrections sources as a place where inmates at risk of harm from other inmates are often kept.
Okay, so y'all hear that part right there? This place, La Macasa, is known as a place where they keep other inmates to keep them from harm from other people getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? And salute to old John Crow celebrating 8 months of membership. Holy. I should have had my sound effects. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get the sound effects loaded up. Here we go. Salute, salute, salute. Cheese. But yeah, they put him in a place where he's still with incompatible inmates. Okay? And a lot of people, as you can hear from this article here, are really, really offended. They're appalled that they moved this man from the maximum security penitentiary that he was in over to a medium. Okay? Now keep in mind, he's been locked up since 1995. Okay, we're in 2023. Okay, so this man's been locked up a good, almost 30 years. Now, dare I say, and thank you to old John Crow for the $55 donation. Holy. Big salute, big member. Yeah, man. Thank you for that right there. But he's been in a maximum security penitentiary since 1995. Okay. They had him in Millhaven, moved him over to Kingston Pen, and then because they closed down the Kingston Pen for the people who don't know, and moved him back over to Millhaven. Now, I know from my experience, after, let's say, when you get put in jail for an M, right, for terminating somebody's life, you have to do 2 years in maximum security in Millhaven in a range or an area called J Unit, which is only inhabited by other people who have done the same crime. Okay, you have to do 2 years at least without any incidents, being around a whole bunch of other murderers and stuff like that, people who are prone to do violent crimes and stuff. You got to be around those type of people, keep the peace for 2 years before you can move down in your security level, or at least be considered to move down in your security level. Okay? It doesn't usually take 2 years. It usually takes more than a decade. But eventually, these guys move down in security level when it comes to prison. There's the maximum security, which is 22 and a half hours a day inside your cell, hour and a half out for shower and yard. Okay? And that's every day for whatever the duration that you're going to be in there for. If it's life, then that's what your life is. Okay? Keep this in mind. I'm not asking you guys to feel sorry for these guys because they're in there for crimes. However, this is how it be. Okay? That's the rules. So this man has been inside of a maximum security as incompatible prisoner for 30 years or almost 30 years, since 1995. Now, being incompatible, and the way that they move with Paul Bernardo, they move with him different, okay? They don't treat him like they treat other inmates. And I know this firsthand. And this is why even I brought up this story, like part of the reason why people are like, yo, why are you even bringing this up? I have some slight relation to this. It's not the most. I'm not going to act like me and Paul Bernardo were cellies or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But once upon a time, I had gotten sent over to the Kingston pen. Okay? I'll tell you guys a story. So, and I might have told a story before because I'm getting old. Sometimes you tell the same stories over again. You know what I'm saying? You know your old uncle who'll be like, yo, Uncle Fred, I already heard that story before, man. Like, damn. Right? So if you heard this story, about 3 sentences in, I'm watching the chat, be like, yo, we heard this one already. Okay? So they sent me back about 3 months after I came home back in 2011. All right? I'll even give you the extended version. I'm outside of my new workplace, smoking a cigarette. Chilling. Right? Thinking of about $500,000. Right? Home fresh. Working at my telemarketing job, doing my damn thing. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, 3 gentlemen walk up to me and say, is your name Kofi blah, blah, blah? And I say, yes. What's up? And they say, well, listen, we're from the rope squad and we're here to take you back because you violated your parole. I said, what? And they said, yes. And they took me away. I was in the west end of town, so they took me over to the West Detention. After a while, they shipped me back. They shipped me over to the pen, over to the Kingston pen to go back to what is called your mother institution, which was Frontenac, which was a minimum security which I was staying in prior to coming home. Okay? So the thing is with the Kingston pen, they send you over to Kingston pen for 2 reasons. Like I mentioned in the beginning, one for being an incompatible prisoner, meaning you get into fights or you're in so much shit with so much different prisoners and so much different gangs or whatever, that we can't keep you in the same spot as everybody else. We need to ship you off to somewhere else for your safety and for the safety of the others. So it's not because you're a rat or anything like that. It's because you're not compatible with anybody else. You're just a problem. Okay? So they put you over there in the Kingston pen when it was open. The other reason is for the TD unit, standing for Temporary Detention Unit. And then that's where they send, and that's one cell block unit or a range where they send people to await going back to their mother institution because they violated their paroles. All right? Y'all following me? So, and the Kingston pen, maximum security. So here I am, shipped back over to the Kingston pen to await an open bed back at my mother institution. And sometimes that could take months. Okay? It could take days where like somebody, leaves the prison that you were just at and now a bed opens up and boom, you can have that. Or you might be on a list for an open bed back at your mother institution. So in the meantime, stay in the Kingston pen until the bed opens up at your mother institution. Okay, I hope I'm breaking this down to y'all properly. So here I am over at the Kingston pen, reading books in my cell, just chilling, awaiting an open bed over at my mother institution. You get to go to the yard, like I mentioned, an hour and a half a day. Okay, and it's a little bit different over at KP. You don't have to stay in the cell all day long, but there's not really much to move around. It's like a 2-tier, old school style looking jail, like real movie looking shit. So one day I'm moving from one side of the jail to the other, me and a few other inmates, like they're taking us towards the yard. And they tell everybody like a alarm went off. Meh, 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 and everybody had to stop. Hammer time. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a red light, green light, go. But everybody had to stop, face the wall, because Paul Bernardo was being escorted from one side of the jail to some other place in the jail. And this guy, I didn't even get to turn around to see what he looked like. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, keep your face the wall. Everybody chill. Nobody move. And don't get me wrong, we weren't by ourselves. Like guards were there with us, but it's like everybody has to like freeze, like the mannequin challenge, until Paul Bernardo gets escorted, right? Just like the mannequin challenge, escorted to wherever they got to take him, and then once he's out of the room, you can move. Holy shit. Like, I don't know what was the deal. Like, what would have happened if I turned around and looked him right in the eyes, like, ah! Like, would I have turned to stone? Would he have killed me with his eyes? But like, they were serious. Like, nobody move, nobody get hurt. Paul Bernardo was walking through. So I say all that to say, this is how serious they were treating this guy. You know what I'm saying? They weren't just treating him like any other inmate. Okay, I'm trying to make y'all understand also why, and I don't even know if the people who are protesting this are privy to this type of information. But the way they were treating him, they weren't just treating him like a high-profile prisoner. They were treating him like the highest of profile prisoners and the most dangerous of people that you can even come across. Do not even make eye contact with this man. So now, y'all can maybe understand a little bit more of why the people in Quebec, the people who are, affected by this are a little bit shaken up. They're like, what the hell, man? What you mean they're putting him in a medium? So what, now he doesn't have to be in his cell 22 and a half hours a day? Now he's out there fraternizing with other prisoners, kikiing, laughing it up, having a good old time in jail now? You know what I'm saying? He's in the workout room, working out, chilling. I get it. I get why some people might be appalled. But if I could play devil's advocate for a minute. Yes, the crimes that he did were extremely heinous. Okay? Lives were lost. But I've done time in a and remember, my max time was only for like short spaces of time. Okay? The rest of the bulk of my time I had to go spend in my mother institution, which was a minimum. But I was in there with straight goofs. There's no PC in minimum. Okay? So some of these guys that are sitting in there, they're sitting in there for less time than what I got. And children were involved in their crimes. I'm talking about straight, you know what I'm saying? The peds. Where the children are still alive after this. I understand the man did murder, and I'm not trying to excuse anything that he did. Don't even get me wrong. But there's people who are in there who have done some crazier shit, who have gotten way less time. Right? Peace, love, saying, trying to shake your hand with their left. Facts. Citadel, what up? Okay, so for them to say after 30 years, let's move this guy down to medium security. And I will reiterate, the crimes that he did, RIP to those 3 young ladies, they were crazy, they were horrible. However, and I'll repeat, however, there are some mans who have done some crazy things to the youth them. And they don't give them the same time, fam. They go straight to medium. They don't even do max. They do max like everybody else just for assessment. And then right down to minimum. You're on the paddy wagon with these goofs. And then listen, this is when I found out that there was no PC in minimum. I'm there in the paddy wagon with a goofy, and the goofy's in a different part of the paddy wagon, okay? They don't have him around in the general pop of the paddy wagon or the bus or whatever the thing that they're transporting us in. He's in a different part. So you know that's the goofies. That's the diddlers, and maybe he ratted on somebody. I don't know. But he's on this side. And they drive around to different institutions and drop off the inmates. So now if they drop you off to a medium, then they'll keep those 2 people separated. They'll offload the goofies first, let them go on their way so that the general pop guys don't jump on them and beat the shit out of them. Okay? You got to keep them separated. However, when they got to my stop, which was Frontenac Institution for the people who don't know, when they got to my stop, they opened the back of the thing. They opened the cage for that guy. They opened the cage for the whoever's coming out from the general pop. And now you're all standing together just waiting for the guard. You know what I'm saying? No PC. You don't even want to ask this nigga what he did because he was in the other part of the bus. But he got there with me. And I wasn't in there for something that crazy. So how you get in there with me? Shouldn't you be in a higher security place? Like you've affected kids for the rest of their life, fam. What are you doing here with me? Not only should you be in a higher security place, you should be castrated, fam. You should be in pain somewhere, fam. I know we're on YouTube, so I gotta chill, but when it comes to the youth, them like that's a whole other level. So if this guy, Paul Bernardo, can't get medium after 30 years, then none of those guys should get medium at all, neither. All of those guys should get 25 years if you deal with anything that has to do with affecting kids. You know, you get put on the SA registry. It's a life sentence. Why are they taking it so light on those guys? Like, I know an M is an M, okay? So an M catches, you get 25 years for that no matter what. But in my opinion, the same should apply for those pedos. 25 years, hold that. We're not taking no light time on y'all. Why are you getting a 10-piece and you come home and then you get your name put on a list? So that means you can't do anything else because your name's on a damn list? Bond that. 25 years, hold that. Consecutive. So hold 50 years. You shouldn't be able to come home and some kid's life has been affected forever. Right? I'm just saying. To me, that should hold the same level of charge, the same amount of time should be connected to a crime like that. Even if you're in a state or a city or a province that has capital punishment. I know we don't do that over here in Canada, but in the States, those states that have capital punishment, then those pedos should get it too. I'm just saying. Sometimes we got to have some real talk around here. You know what I'm saying? That hip hop shit is cool. But there's some, and some of these guys out here are doing some heinous shit too, bro. Don't get me wrong. But there's some people in the world that are some real evil people, fam. And you got to check them, bro. You got to check them, fam. You can't be having them out here just getting slaps on the wrists for the things that they do. Listen, fam, I ain't even trying to be prime minister in this, yo. You know what I'm saying? I seen somebody say, entertainment said, yo, Friday for prime minister. I'm losing my goddamn voice from doing the thing yesterday. I shouldn't even be getting so angry. But these guys get on my nerves, fam. But listen, man, this guy, Paul Bernardo, I just wanted to bring it to y'all attention that there's some real things going on in the world that sometimes this hip hop shit is not really as important in the grand scheme of things as we really think it is. You know what I'm saying? But it is still pretty important. There are some lives being changed through this stuff, so we ain't gonna stay on this. One thing I did want to bring up before we get into the next story, and I think that's going to be our last one because I'm not going to be spending super long doing this live today. One of the things that we talked about on the podcast this week, and I want to reiterate, is the blogs, okay? And the blog's responsibility to the audience out there and what the blog's purpose is. We were having a conversation, Dusty and I, about some posts that were removed from a couple of the blogs pertaining to the unaliving of that young gentleman, Kyrie number 9. You know what I'm saying? There was a few posts that were posted about other people that might have been in the vicinity at the time, and it was kind of sticky because to me, number 11, my bad. Kyrie number 11, my apologies. R.I.P. to that gentleman. Condolences to his family. But some of that news that was popping up was very sticky, okay? And it opened up a whole conversation about whether it's the blog's responsibility to break behind the scenes news. And when breaking that news, what's the purpose? And the repercussions that can happen from it. You know what I'm saying? I think that the blogs don't always have a responsibility to everybody because a lot of people don't realize what the purpose of a blog is. Unless you have made it a clear intention that my blog is only here to post about positivity and it's only here to push stuff in a positive direction, nobody can hold you to the fire for negative posts. That's the only time, let me rephrase that. That's the only time that people can say, you know what? You said that you were only about positivity. So what's about all these posts about all this grimy stuff? Or why are you breaking the news about, all these intricate details about crimes and stuff like that we didn't need to know? Right? You said that's not your MO. You only post about positivity. But blogs don't go out there saying that. They just go up there saying, listen, this is what's going on in the world. You can click on it or you can't. Or you could choose not to. And I'll say in the defense of a lot of blogs, they don't only post negative stuff. It's just the negative stuff gets the most clicks. So it seems like the blogs only push negativity. Okay? So I'll defend the blogs as a blogger when it comes to that. Okay? but it does get very dicey. There is a fine line on being first to the news or choosing what to post and what not to post. Okay? And I'm here to tell y'all, you can't get mad at the blogs for wanting to get the most clicks. Okay? They're not here to be your emotional support. They're here to get clicks. Those clicks equal money. And if you decided to be a blogger that's covering news, whether it's hip hop news, whether it's political news, whatever it may be, you understand the motto of if it bleeds, it leads. You feel me? Salute to Citadel. Thank you for that right there. A big salute to man like Roche, that guy. Very dope interview. But yeah, man, it's we can't be always holding the blogs under the fire when it comes to what they post, as far as like the style of content that they're posting. Like, why you guys always posting negative shit? We don't, or they don't. But that's what y'all click on the most. But on the flip side, when it comes to intimate details of things, if it hasn't been pushed out there publicly, I can understand being the ones to want to break news, but there comes a price to breaking news. Okay, as somebody who's broke news multiple times, you know, I posted stories on many occasions where nobody knew that this was happening until I posted about it. Okay, and I'm not talking about like I don't feel like I'm exaggerating. Like, there's stories that were completely not on the radar until I said, you know what? Let me post this. Did you guys know about this? And I know that it was news broken because I got the phone calls about it. You know what I'm saying? You get the DMs. Yo, can you take that down? Nobody was supposed to know that. Right? So it can get sticky. On the race to be first, a lot of people forget about being right too. So there's times that people will run to go post something first and then find out, oh, that's not what it was. I'm big enough to say I've been victim to that too. You know what I'm saying? So in the end of the day, I say all that to say there is human beings behind these blogs. They're not all generated by AI at this point yet. So humans will make mistakes. So big up to all the blogs out there who are posting stuff out there, you know, just trying to keep people informed, whatever their reason is, whether it's for the reason of just keeping people informed so that, you know, we could push in a positive direction, or you just want to keep people informed so you can get some more clicks on your shit. Whatever your reason is, salute to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Because in the end of the day, if there wasn't no blogs, our scene wouldn't be the size it is today. If there was only artists and no blog outlets, there's no media outlets that went along with all of these artists, our scene would not even be a scene. You have to have both, and both have to coexist for a scene to be a scene. Or you just have a bunch of artists that nobody knows about. So anyways, I just want to put my 2 cents on that right there. No, I mean, Press Machine. I got good news for y'all. Okay? Good news happens over here. All right? And good news that gets traction. All right? Press Machine apparently has been doing some great philanthropy behind the scenes. A lot of people have the man misconstrued sometimes. They think that he's just out here buying big chains, you know, whipping around, just floundering his money, not really being responsible with the blessing that he's been given. I'm trying to pull up the there we go. But I'm here to tell you, and the blogs, salute to the blogs, that Pressa has been doing positive things with his money, and he's been showing love to his people. The man bought his mom Dukes a crib. I know some of the other rappers that have been trying to get at him, say, yo, all you guys do is floss. You never even bought your mom a house. Ray Tay Tay. Pressa's like, cat. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the thing here. Let's pull it up here. Let's pull it up on my Instagram. What do you mean this page isn't available? Oh, what a blood clot. Where did I find this? I think it was on Toronto Rap Stars. Let's see if I can find it here. Toronto Rap Stars. Bada boom, bada bing. Oh. There's one thing that I wanted to talk about, but I might leave it alone. I'll pull up this on the screen here. Let y'all see what I'm looking at. We'll cover it, but I'll tread lightly because salute to the boy. But we'll get back to it. It's the nail polish. But we'll chat about that later, dongles. Okay, let me find Press Machine here. Let's see. Let's find some positive post here. Was it on 6 ounce? God damn. Give me a second, gang. I literally had the post link, and for some reason the link is gone now. Toronto Rappers. It's probably over there. It's probably over there. This it? Where the hell is this shit? Jesus Christ. My bad, gang. It's probably on Keepsix. Let's see. I'm glad Keepsix isn't shadow banned anymore neither. We'll find it. If y'all know where I'm talking about, drop it in the chat there too, please. Did they take the post down? That's crazy. It was good news too. The man Pressa bought his mom a crib. Apparently, he owns a clothing store. Are you guys aware of this? Where's the Crody here? Man like Pressa. Salute to his accountant. Says it's a tax write-off. A lie? Let me see if I can find this here on Instagram. Media couldn't be loaded. Yo, fam, did they take the post down? Why would they take that post down? This is what I'm talking about. Lately, I've been going to check out different things, and the blogs just take the post down immediately, bro. Like, why wouldn't Pressa want niggas to brag about this, fam? The post said he had been bought his mom a crib. Not just bought his mom. He been bought his mom a crib. Okay? And owns a clothing store, like a hip-hop clothing store. And I think it's over there in Los Angeles. Did y'all know this? You know what I'm saying? That Pressa's been out there moving and shaking, doing good things with his money. That's smart shit. What's even smarter, he ain't called it like Pressa Land or, Wassa Clothing or something like that. Because niggas will hate on you when like they know it's your spot. You just open a Tim Hortons. Open a clothing store, call it Cool Fashions or whatever. Don't have nothing to do with your name. You know what I'm saying? I heard Cameron talk about this, how he owns multiple businesses and he makes sure that his name is not anywhere near the business because niggas will hate. You know what I'm saying? And even if he had that store in Toronto and niggas knew it was his store over here, that's Pressa's store over there. Don't like that shit over there. Don't like that shit over there. Might have to drop a dime on them niggas. Right? So he's smart. We crabs in a bucket over here. I know. I've been living here for a long time. Crabs in a bucket over here, fam. Don't open the business over here. Go open it down south over there, fam. Don't worry about us. You know what I'm saying? We good. Niggas won't let you shine over here like that, Press. You know what I'm saying? You think him and Free Game, aka Bun Dog, is out here playing checkers? Them mans are playing chess for real, eh? Anytime I bring up Pressa, actually, I'll say most times I bring up Pressa, it's him making another play. And that's a good look. Okay? This is why he's the guy. This is why he's been at the top of the food chain for such a long time. Because he did come from some wild stuff. And don't get me wrong, Pressa gets in the mud and talks shit with niggas and, you know, F the ops and, you know, does all those little subliminal oppy things that, you know, we're not always too fond of. However, he's been able to do what he does in a nice way, in a classy way, where he's separated himself from the pack. There's Pressa, and then all the rest of these Toronto niggas. Okay? I'll repeat. There's Pressa, and then all the rest of these Toronto niggas. And I'll say that because he's really been around these streets in the States. Like, he's been moving around, Breakfast Club, multiple no jumper interviews. Like, he really can be the top guy. Okay? Like, he's been the Toronto representatives of the hood Toronto scene. Like, he's been stamped as that guy. Okay? There's an extra responsibility on his back when he's moving around the States. And it's kind of a double-edged sword. Okay? Because low-key, mans have to prove that they are who they are. Because you come from that. You know what I'm saying? But on the flip side, he has to keep it so safe that he doesn't fumble the bag. You know what I'm saying? He's in that weird spot where it's like, yeah, this is what I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? The man came in on the song Dead Mi Alma. So he's been on that. He's been pushing that line. But on the flip side, he's also in a corporate business now. So he's kind of in that little Dirk territory where, yes, he stays kind of oppy, but you still have to get those next tunes to take it to the next level. What Pressa may need, and I feel like I'm just coming up with this right now, and salute to Chris Brown, not the Chris Brown, but our Chris Brown. I'm realizing Pressa may need an All My Life. You know what I'm saying? He may need one of those heal the world, like totally like, not heal the world, but like inspirational type songs. Like really go left on niggas. Like, what? I didn't even know you can go in that lane. You know what I'm saying? Still tell his story, but have some kind of like uplifting feel. Maybe some organs playing in that song. You know what I mean? Give you that Holy Spirit. That nigga give you one of those. That song that you could play around your parents. That feel good tune. You're out of here. He's gone. He already got it popping with Canada Goose. You know what I'm saying? get the club rocking, get the show rocking. Attachments, you get your oppie shit off. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's already done what he's proved to niggas that they hard body. They really what they talk about, or they were really what they talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas, they rap now. They don't do any of that crime stuff no more. But they're the real deal. You know what I'm saying? They proved that already. Now he's a philanthropist. He's making money. He's opening businesses. So now we need to hear that. We need to hear the come up story. We need to hear, you know, I came from this and now I'm this. And then a heavenly hook comes in and we all feel good at the end of the song. Replay that. Replay that. Yo, Mom Dukes walks in the crib. Turn it up. She's like, what you listening to? That new Pressa? Oh, that's good. I like that. He's a good young man. They don't even, Mom Dukes don't even have to know about all the other wild stuff. You know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff that I was even talking about in the, before they were famous thing and all that. You know what I mean? No, sounds like a fine young man. That's a great song. Top 40 radio. Yo, Bundog, Pressa, listen to what I'm saying. Yo, I'm going to clip this. Okay, I'll even put it up on Instagram. Listen to what I'm saying right here, gang. Guys, no gang. Listen to what I'm saying here, guys. Inspirational. Kids singing. Don't do it right now, okay? Because Dirk just did it. So people are going to be like, oh, he trying to do a Dirk. But keep one of those in the chamber. Organs. Church organs. You hear me? That anything that has church organs in it makes you feel good. Makes you feel like you're catching the Holy Spirit. You're singing the praises of the Lord. Get Kanye over there. Okay? Maybe not too publicly, but maybe ask him to like give you some, how do we get that Holy Spirit in this song right here, fam? You know what I'm saying? Give me some chord progressions that will make everybody feel good. You know what I'm saying? All my life. You know what I'm saying? Like just something. And put the word life in it. I'm giving you game right now. I with all jokes aside, certain songs that are pop songs, that are songs that go to higher traction than others, have certain key words in them. Okay? There's a formula to making a pop song. And you have to have certain key words in those songs. And your song has to do a thing, a trick. Where when you're doing your verse, everybody can sing along to this one part out the 8. Or maybe on the 4th bar. Okay? I don't want to break it down too technical for y'all because, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not in the studio and stuff like that. We're not everybody's like some technical musicians and stuff like that. Like how I understand, like, you know, catch me on Spotify. I used to be a rapper. But like somewhere on the 8 or on the 4, you hit them with the trick. You know what I'm saying? The thing where everybody, oh, that's my part. Road to Success says, keep DJ Khaled far from it. Yeah. No, with all due respect to Khaled, I don't want to hear DJ Khaled right before Pressa raps. Because a lot of times that deters people from the song. They're like, switch. No disrespect to you, Khaled. But not everybody's a fan of Khaled. Okay? But hear what I'm saying, all right? Bundog, take these notes. Because, yo, stepping on diggity, what up? Bundog, because I know Pressa, he'd be all over the place. Bundog's the guy he's the strategy guy, okay? Bundog, take these notes right here. Inspirational. Organs. Word life. Those 3 things, dare I even say, even add the word love. So a fourth element. Okay, I'll repeat it. inspirational. Okay, so the content is inspirational content. Somewhere in that song, there needs to be some kind of organs. The word life needs to be repeated through the song, not just one time. Repeated somewhere in the hook. And the word love needs to be sprinkled and repeated through that song. That right there, coming from this gentleman that I have on the screen above me, whole different story. Because of everything that everybody already knows about him. They'd be like, a lie. That's Pressa? That's crazy. Before they even realize it's Press, they already played it 100 times. Trust me when I'm telling you that. Comment gang, am I way off with that right there? Can I get a 1 in the chat if I'm right? 2 in the chat if I'm wrong. Okay? That the man needs this formula, an inspirational song, if he really wants to move on to that top slot. Or am I smoking crack? Like, what are you talking about, bro? Back to the thug shit, bro. Give me another thuggy banger. Talk about the ops again. I need to hear that one more time. Stepping on Diggity says I'm right. Comment gang strong. Does Pressa need an inspirational joint? Old John Crow says he's not sure. I'm not sure anymore. Josh Tower says 1. He says you're correct, sir. You need that inspirational banger, bro. Listen, I'm just calling it how I see it. I've been in the music game for a long time, and I've seen success happen because of these different reasons for different people. We're actually seeing it in real time happening for Lil Durk. He's killing this shit. Okay? He's lapping the rest of these rappers because he's been able to be that guy who everybody knows is the representative for all the Chicago drillers. You know what I'm saying? Dudes in Toronto bump Durk crazy. But he's also able to take it into another direction. He's got the girl tunes, and now he's got the inspirational tune with J. Cole. He's out of here. Unruly Greasy. It don't matter what his voice sounds like. You put that on a hit, he's out of here. You know what I'm saying? And Pressa, his voice is an acquired taste. Pause. However, there's a lot of songs that I like the way he sounds on that shit, especially when there's other people on it and he comes in with his verse. I'm like, holy, who's that guy? You know what I'm saying? So having that distinct voice is a bonus in this rap game because so many motherfuckers try to sound the same. He can't help but sound like how he sound. That's how he sound. You know what I'm saying? The best job for him is to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll have people who be like, I don't like his voice. And then there's people who are like, yo, his voice is so distinct. I love that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it can go in any direction. Right? Josh Tower says they don't say that about Thug no more. That's facts. He came, hey, give it to him in the hell to keep it to him. Kill you niggas. I was like, what the hell are you even saying, bro? Now I'm there listening to Thug like, slap. You know what I'm saying? After he took off the dresses and all that too, I was like, yo, that Thug guy, he's so bad. Right? Don't even tell me that don't sound like Thug. I'm telling you niggas think I'm on. All right? I'm bugging. People in the crib are probably listening to me like, what the hell is this guy doing down there? Anyhow, big salute to Pressa, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing big things, bro. I'm proud of you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keep leveling up, adding more to the bank, adding more to the businesses. I don't know why the post is taken down, but salute you same way, my brother. Okay, the last thing I'm going to cover here, and we're going to tread lightly. Okay? Easy on the boy. All right? I don't want you guys to be saying nothing too crazy. The boy follows us. He may be watching. Okay, gang? So we're going to tread lightly. So fans are shocked to see Drake's new look. He's got on nail polish. So my girl showed me this yesterday. She was like, you see this? With a smirk. All right. I looked over and I kept back on my laptop doing what I got to do because I was like, whatever, man. Whatever. I ain't see nothing. Yeah. I seen it. Yo, what's PK Herc saying in the comments right here? Yo, salute to PK Herc. Don't let me see steppers with nail polish. Oh, that's not the wave. Oh no. Drizzy. Fire. Drizzy.
Drake?
Saying it so, bro.
Fire.
I understand what's happening here. And as Drake's invisible lawyer, I'm going to refrain from comments on what my client is doing here today. Because I do understand the way social media works. Okay? And I see what he's doing here. He's matching it with the state property. Bro. Why you guys be making me having to defend you like this, man? Fuck. I have a lot of work on my plate, bro. I got a lot of things to handle, fam. I can't keep on fighting these battles, bro. Jesus Christ. My workload is heavy, fam. I run a podcast, my G. So, the Gen Zs, they've been doing this. It's not even the Gen Zs. I've seen a few other people doing this nail polish thing. Salute to Maul from the new Rory and Maul podcast. Okay. I first seen Maul doing this nail polish swag when they were still part of the Joe Button podcast. Okay. And I said, And a few people were like, yo, what's up with your guy Maul? Like, so you're cool with the nail polish thing? And I was like, listen, man, this is the new thing. Gal them probably like it and whatever. We don't have to follow everything that everybody's doing. Right? But I knew that wasn't going to end there. I knew it. I knew it wasn't going to end with Maul. Entertainment said, Drake got Friday working overtime. Bro, I'm over in the law office all night looking through legal cases, more infractions between Joe Button and Drake. Like, yo, bro, my caseload is full. I can't even take on new clients. Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Aiden Ross asked me the other day, he said, can you defend me on on your streams on your podcast. I was like, bro, I'm busy, fam. Like, I just got through my Joe Budden workload. Like, now I'm dealing with more Drake cases. You know what I'm saying? But y'all think it ends with Drizzy. It don't end with Drizzy. Mad niggas is doing this right now. He's just picking up on the wave. And I'll be honest with you, and I'll just do a little bit of legal counsel out here. He's just trolling y'all niggas, y'all. Okay? And the worst part about the troll, because we all know that Drake's a troll, right? Drake's been on the internet from the time, I'll tell you something. Drake's name on Hip Hop Canada's message boards back in the day was Father Duck. This is how much of a troll this nigga is, bro. Okay? His trolling goes way back. Oh, John Crow wants to know, does his toes match? Yo! Hey, yo! Where is my... I was looking... I got another one.
Say what?
Bro, you can't have niggas just out here free joking on you, bro. This is what happens, fam. The nigga's gonna have jokes for you, bro. But the thing is, with the trolling... Okay, there's my sound effect.
Martin, thinking of Martin. Martin, thinking of Martin.
It's a mod thing, yo. When it comes to the troll, you gotta keep it going. So we think that we're only gonna see him doing this today with the state property, but y'all are not ready. When a nigga pops out maybe a couple days later on the gram, okay, with like a red suit on and matching nail polish all red. Jesus Christ. Drizzy, don't do it, bro.
Martin, thinking of Martin.
Because you can't just do the 1 day troll and then just drop it the next day. Because then niggas gonna be like, oh, you were just trying to get some clout on the gram on that one post, bro. Like, get out of here. No, I'm serious. This is my new look. Right? We'll know really, if he's really serious about it. If you see him on stage, hand on the mic, pause. He's doing this, and you look at the nails, and it's all like different colors. Like, what are we, June? If it's really serious, if the troll is not happening anymore, if he's not trolling us for real, you're going to see man on the stage, all the colors of the rainbow.
Martin, thinking of Martin.
Peace, love. Don't do that. Don't do that. I see what you're saying right there. You said Pusha T is definitely dissing him on the next song. No, he's not. Because Pusha T did it too. Don't get me started, eh? This is why I've been enlisted as the legal counsel here. Pusha T nail polish. Don't do that. Because I know Pusha T been done this. Don't make me find a Pusha T with nail polish. You know what I'm saying? That ain't him. Or Pusha T with dress. All right, where's the Pusha T? Or is Google trying to get specific and call it a kilt? No, actually, I got nail dress. That's why. No. They ain't gonna be bringing up no Pusha T around here. Okay, what is this? What's going on here, Push? Okay. I like Pusha's music, but we're not gonna act like Pusha ain't done his own little share of things. You know what I'm saying? He's all deep into that fashion world. Okay? Don't play those type of games right here. I'm on my ish. What is this? Oh, what is? Huh? What's that? I'm like, I feel uncomfortable. I feel like I can almost see under it. Like, bro, chill. Yo, pause. Yo, Mark. You know what I'm saying? Don't be bringing up nothing about the boy when you got these types of things going on around here, right? I don't want to hear nothing about this. Okay? I don't want to hear nothing about that when this exists. All right? So easy on the boy. Yo, Josh Towers, the man got it in leather, bro. You wanted the special kilt, not just a regular kilt like the rest of them guys. No. Yeah. No. And this is not a deflection entertainment. I'm just bringing up the facts. The retainer for me, priceless. So I'll let you know now, it's not going to be the last time you're seeing this. Okay? Be ready. He will do it maybe about 3 more times. And on the 4th time, so 2 more times. He did 1. You got 1, Drizzy. You got 1. Okay? If he does it 2 more times, he's completing the whole troll. Trollness complete. But if he does it a 4th time, you gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill, my G. Like, yo, fam, I message you heavy, bro, but you gotta chill, fam. The man them are... Yo, I know Chubb's not condoning on this, bro. TV Gucci. They're like, yo, fam, I understand. Like, let's get this, let's get these likes, let's get the gram popping. We got a new project, something going on. I don't know. But after, on the 4th time, no more, okay? After the 3rd time, no more, okay, Bridget? Like, just chill, fam. Like, mans have to go around the states, bro. Like, just chill. All right? Just putting it out there for y'all. Okay? I think I got it. I think I got enough. You know what I'm saying? Yo, road to success. Chubbs cannot suspend the man's OVO card, fam. The card was given to him by the boy. Can't do that. You know what I'm saying? The boy is the one issuing the cards. How can he have his own revoked? He is OVO. You can't revoke his card. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I'm not spoken to anybody behind the scenes. I'm like, nah, fam, I'm not asking about it. I don't want to know. Okay? You see how the comment gang is just doing their thing with you, fam? Like, pause. Like, bro, you can't let this happen, bro. Niggas would just be like, oh man, now they could just sit there and just send shots at you all day, bro. Come on, fam. Don't do it. But yeah, man, I think I got it. I'll tap back in with y'all in a few days. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to Dusty Wallace. We'll be back with some more live for your head top and new episode dropping tomorrow morning. You know, for the real early gang, 3 a.m. Okay? And for everybody else, when y'all wake up, there'll be a new episode up there on your listening platforms for your enjoyment. But until then, I am off.